right, this little episode today is our moment of truth on the radiator core support. We're going to be putting this thing on today to see if it actually fits. We've shown you taking the stuff off the top of the strut brace brackets. Now we're going to take and put this thing on to see how it fits. I have a suspicion it's going to fit pretty well. The one thing I will say about these core supports is they are a little bit thinner than the original metal on the original core supports. That's been gone over before in the video we talked about the actual core support itself. But today, realistically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, does it fit or doesn't it fit? And we'll find that out together in just a second.
Restoration of a classic Ford is a journey of discovery. Let Autocrafters help you with yours. We offer quality parts for Falcon, Fairlane, F-Series, Galaxy, Maverick, and Pinto. Contact us today.
Moment of truth. Now, back in the day, when they were doing these cars on the assembly line, I would imagine there was a pretty good bit of muscle going on to get some of these parts to line in. Trying to keep this thing from pinching me. Pry bar. A little bit of pry action going here. There we go. May have to do the same on the other side. Get the end of it. Try to use the flat of my hand as much as I can to do this, rather than using hammers. If I'm having to use too much hammer work, that tells me I've got an interference fit somewhere. I'm getting my mallet out, or my big hammer out. Probably got something on the bottom side over here, maybe causing an interference issue. There we go. Okay, we're even with our end plate here on this side. We've probably got some stuff obstructing over here, but I've got something that's causing an obstruction over here. I'm over about a 1/16 of an inch on this side, but man, I'm not going to tell you a lie here. This thing's actually fitting really nice. All right, the issues that I see on this are actually coming from the accident damage up here on the inner fender apron, which I still maintain. I wish the guys at Dynacorn would release just the fender apron and, you know, sell it for a couple $100. They would probably make a lot more money than trying to just sell the kits complete on these inner fenders, because most Falcons have this area inside the battery tray eaten out by rust because the batteries rust. So I wish that they would do that. The only real recourse you have at this point, until they come up with the idea that they can release that, is that you're going to be able to use a Mustang inner fender and use it to cobble this together. Believe me, this would be a ton easier if you could just cut spot welds and drop that piece in there like it should be. But I'm going to show you some of the damage that we've got going on here and talk about what we're going to have to do in order to get the battery tray apron that we've got from the guys at Autocrafters, which is for a Mustang, to work inside this inner fender, because boy howdy, this thing's pretty bent. All right, now the radiator core support is on and we are looking at it and everything. We are solid up at the top, solid down at the bottom, and we have a gaping maw between the battery tray apron and the radiator core support. This is not a good thing. And the thing that just makes me really kind of ticked off is, were the battery tray apron available for the Falcon, this would just be a matter of going in and cutting the spot welds on the battery tray area and making those two pieces work together and mount solidly where they're supposed to mount. As it stands right now, you have to do this. You have to take the battery tray apron for a 1965 Mustang and put that sucker in order to get a battery tray apron that's nice and solid, or you have to cobble something together if yours isn't damaged. Because ours is unfortunately damaged, we have to go in and do this. Do I want to do this? I absolutely do not, because it's going to require so much more precision welding than I would have to do if Dynacorn would just release the battery. Do you get the idea that I really want them to do this for you guys? If they would just release the battery tray apron for a 65, Falcon by itself, instead of making it part of a quote-unquote frame rail kit, we would be making a very much shorter video. In some respects, it's good because I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to go about doing this one, but yeah, and no. All right, folks, that's our episode for this week. It's a short little episode, but I wanted to kind of give you this as an independent piece from all the deconstruction we've been doing before now, so you can see how nicely this thing fits on the vehicle. Do me a favor, go out and check out our Patreon account. At the $10 a month level, you get monthly meetings with me on Zoom. We do tech Q&A. It's not just you and me sitting together, though. It's a bunch of us getting together, having a ball. It's a lot of fun. We have anywhere from 4 to 20, 25 people showing up on any given weekend when we do it, usually about the middle of the month. And then we also do tech for you guys as well. We have tech pieces that we do for our Patreon guys that are specifically for them. I also encourage you to subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, click that bell for notification. That'll get you an email in your mailbox that lets you know that we're putting videos up every week, and we do usually twice a week. One for Manic Mechanic and one for Autorestomod. So you'll get all the stuff that we do. And if you don't want to go watch the video, you don't have to, but it'd be a good idea for you too, because then you get all that tech information that you need from us. Finally, folks, be good to each other, be kind to each other, love on each other. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you on down the road. Well, now the hard part begins, because we have to take this thing here and make it fit and look like it's supposed to be in that place there. As Rusty and Rupert, we have another rooster over there now. His name's Rupert. I don't know what his name is. I named him Rupert. I don't know why. But they're calling and talking. But we are now one step closer to this becoming a vehicle and not a yard ornament. And right now it's a garage ornament. It's taking up space in my garage, and we need to get it. You guys have a great week.